The following is just a brief history of what we know as Rum Village Park. The park sits on 160 acres of rolling hills that were formed by glaciers during the last ice age some 15,000 years ago. A Native American village once inhabited the land. The village was named after its Potawatomi chief, Tow Rum, and most likely was once called Tow Rum's Village, and then was called Rum's Village for some time. And get this, in the 1820s, the land was specified in treaties between the United States government and the Potawatomi, and it's actually officially documented as Rum's Village. Andrew Jackson himself signed the deed transfer, and at some point, it simply was called Rum Village. From there are documented interviews with some of South Bend's original settlers who talk about Rum's Village and how it was abandoned in the fall of 1831. The Potawatomi were never to be seen again. Obviously, sadly, this most likely had something to do with the government policy of Native American removal. But these early settlers, they saw some crazy stuff in Rum's Village. They discovered burial grounds with hollowed out logs containing the bodies of infants, and possibly the body of Tow Rum himself, propped up, dressed and seated on the ground, still looking over his village. After the government treaties, the land of Rum's Village changed hands multiple times, including one of the Studebaker brothers, Peter, who had a farm on some of the land. And even then, they'd still find old Native American artifacts on the land. At some point in the early 1900s, as South Bend was growing, there was a push to not let the rolling hills of Rum Village be subdivided and developed into a neighborhood. So there was a push to keep it as it was, a beautiful wooded area and fun for the kids with sledding, etc. Multiple different civic groups and community members were pushing for Rum Village to become a city park. And in 1916, the city took control of the land and started making payments. And what was once a Native American village was now a public park. And in the 110 years since, there has been a lot of action at Rum Village Park. In 1957 until 1984, over 1 million people visited the very popular Storyland Zoo that was located smack dab in the middle of the park. In 1974, the Rum Village Nature Center opened its doors and to this day has been providing educational services and much, much more. In 1975, a miniature town called Safetyville was built to teach children about traffic and bike safety. The program ended in 2007, and the area now contains a dog park, in which the mean streets of Safetyville are still visible. By the late 1980s, whether true or not, the park had a reputation for drug use and crime. This article details neighbors and park employees at a council meeting asking the city for help to curtail the issues. But in the last 30 years, Rum Village Park has reinvented itself once again and is bustling with activity. The park touts hiking and bike trails, picnic areas, a disc golf course, a dog park, and of course, the ever-present Nature Center, which is bigger and better than ever. If you enjoyed this brief history of Rum Village Park, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, be sure to download, like, or subscribe to our audio podcast as well. That's available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so very much for spending your valuable time watching.